Hey guys, before we begin the video, hope you guys hit the like, subscribe. We're getting close to 2K subscribers, so thank you guys again so much for the support. If you guys like art variety kind of content where I incorporate everything with art, whether it's video games, reviews, movies, reactions, art topics, it's all in there. If you guys don't have that much time, don't worry, I got you. There's some art shorts you guys can check out, whether it's 5 to 10 seconds. You guys can see the beginning to the end of the art. Also, if you check out the community, you guys will get some free wallpapers that I give away for free to you guys, and also member exclusive wallpapers. All right, enjoy the video.
If you're unaware, Ice Spice has been
Why everyone hates Ice Spice?
getting a ton of criticism lately, with tons of videos on YouTube saying that she fell off or is falling off, and tens of thousands of people clowning her online. This has left many people wondering lately, why does it seem like so many people hate Ice Spice? Well, today we're going to look into the multiple reasons in recent drama that have caused people to switch up on her, but to understand why so many people hate her and the controversy she's in now, we first got to see how she got here. Don't worry, I won't bore you guys too much with the traditional come-up stories, but we got to talk about it a little bit to fully understand. In 2021, Ice Spice's freshman year of college, Ice Spice met her producer Riot USA, and they eventually started making music together. However, before even making music, she first went viral on TikTok and Twitter for a video of her doing a TikTok dance. After that video went viral, she released her first song, Bully Freestyle, in March of 21, and continued releasing music. She utilized TikTok to promote her music,
She went
and it
viral
definitely
on TikTok?
helped with the type of
So
videos
she is
she
a
was
TikTok
posting,
artist,
if
okay.
you get what I mean. And she was slowly but surely building a decent following on SoundCloud, Instagram, and all her other socials. Then in August of 2022, Ice Spice released the song Munch, which, as we all know, absolutely blew up. It was released on WorldStar, was played on radio stations like Hot 97, and was going majorly viral. Before the song even released, Drake tapped in with Ice Spice and told her he was going to play the song on his radio station. Drake also mentioned her On The Radar freestyle, which was a freestyle she did with On The Radar Radio, and it was somewhat interesting to see how she was getting all these connects with media outlets before her major blow up. But it's also possible they were just all tapped in early and really liked her music. Regardless, this song was super viral, and she had everybody who was anybody singing the lyrics.
Oh, you thought I was feeling you? That a munch. Cause a eater, he eat it for lunch.
Oh my god.
You said that a little too spicy.
I like that song. We know. And I like her.
Okay.
Yeah,
The song is all right.
That song is better than I. Oh, you thought I was feeling you?
Yeah, Joe Budden sometimes says a little bit of sus. No, I'm just kidding.
People love this song a lot more than numbers actually show. Like, I'm very surprised it only went gold, and it didn't even chart on the Billboard Hot 100. But I think Pitchfork ranking it the 30th best song of 2022 says something about this song's popularity. Ice Spice was on top of the world, and she was getting ready to release the biggest songs of her career. But Ice Spice had a problem, and it's that she had a lot of haters, and these haters had a ton of problems with her. The general critique of Ice Spice at the time was that she was talentless, her music sucked, she was only famous for her looks, or that she was an industry plant, which would...
Me personally, I think her music sucks. That's just like what I've heard, what I've listened to. Like, she is still new to her career, to be fair, but every project she's putting out is the same shit over and over and over again.
Would explain the first few complaints. Most of these complaints were just people hating because it was popular, but they did have some merit. For example, the industry plant one really stuck with her for a few reasons. First of all, the guy I mentioned earlier, Riot USA, the dude who produced all of her original music, has some industry connections. He said his mom used to work in the music industry. I'm not sure what she did and if she still does, but he also said his dad is DJ Enough from Hot 97, one of the stations that promoted Munch. DJ Enough is known for being Biggie's road DJ and also helped promote artists like 50 Cent, Kanye, and Future in their early careers. So with all the connects Ice Spice had early on, it's very possible Riot helped her get connected in the industry. On top of that, she definitely had some confirmed help beginning in April of 2022 after working with Stephen Dupree, a manager and A&R. He said in an Instagram post, "I knew Ice Spice was going to make an impact when I came across her TikTok 6 months ago. First day I came across her, I sent her music to my brother Tory Lanez and he saw what I saw. Shout out my brother James Roseman doing a great job with managing her." He also posted a picture of Ice's DMs with Tory Lanez talking about how Steven put Tori on to Ice Spice. Steven is also responsible for finding other artists such as Bryson Tiller and Jake. It's hard to say how well connected all these guys are, but I think it's safe to assume in April of 2022, Ice Spice got hooked up with some decent connects and a decent budget to help her get the music video for Munch on World Star alongside her on the radar performance. And even though people were calling her an industry plant, it was not enough to stop her. Like I said, the majority of fans really enjoyed her song. And like I also said, her biggest tracks were yet to come. After her virality, she also showed up on Kai Cenat's stream, which really helped.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
Helped boost her career because Kai had the sauce.
You going crazy right now. Can I get another track though? Like, I need another track.
It's a remix on the way.
She followed Munch up with the track Bikini Bottom, which was another song that played on her fun, goofy, careless, hot girl vibes. I mean, she sampled SpongeBob, so you can't be taking yourself that seriously.
Yeah.
If I'm already chose, like, if she feeling hot, then I make that bitch frozen. I get a bitch tired every time that I post.
Then she released her next single, which was a lot catchier and much more successful, charting at 58 on the Billboard Hot 100 and going platinum. In January of 2023, she released her debut EP, Like, which did have a few forgettable songs, but also many of the super successful ones that I mentioned. It did sell 15,000 first week and peaked at 37 on the Billboard 200. Ice Spice was going crazy. She released a collab song with Lil TJ that did very well, and then she released her biggest song ever, Boy's a Liar Part 2 with Pink Pantheress. This song went insane, peaking at 3 on the Billboard Hot 100. Eventually it went platinum, and as of now it has 800 million streams on Spotify. To this day, it's her biggest track. She followed up with Prince.
So her biggest track is the feature, not her actual song. That's not good. If your biggest song is not actually your song, it's a feature, it's already a bad sign. Now, is it the worst sign ever in the world? No, but at this point, if once your debut album comes out and you don't have a hit song that beats your feature, then there's a problem.
Princess Diana featuring Nicki Minaj, which also went platinum. Then for some reason, she was featured on a remix of Taylor Swift's song Karma, which went viral because of the crazy crossover, and she even got a song in the Barbie movie alongside Nicki Minaj. Because of all this, Ice Spice was very likable. She was posting memes, joking with fans on Twitter, and just seemed like a really fun, relatable celebrity. One fan said, her rebrand into the friendly, relatable, down-to-earth girl next door did wonders for her.
Ice Spice, her likability is like 2,000,000%. And it's all because she just knows not to isolate anybody.
Okay.
Like, she don't come across like, yeah, like, I mean, in some of the lyrics, like, she's talking about, like, you know, yeah, like, yo, she looks good, this and third. But she's not preaching that city girl shit. She's not preaching, yeah, nah,
while Ice Spice still did have her haters, she definitely had a huge fan base that was willing to ride for her. Excited to continue hearing some fun and catchy music.
Why do people hate Ice Spice?
Because she can't
an
rap
artist.
That's not true.
over her track.
That's not true either.
I don't.
Clearly can rap if people are singing her songs.
I'm saying live when she's
live?
on stage live. She's been having problems.
Well, who doesn't have problems as a new artist?
I know.
A fan said they hate her because it's a trend. When you ask why, they never have an answer. But after all this insane success,
I don't understand the whole point of like saying you hate an artist. Like, I don't know. I think you said like I just don't like. I dislike the artist. I'm not a fan of the music. That kind of thing. That's like. Other than that, it's like, I don't understand like the whole idea of like I hate that bitch. You know what I mean? Like, damn, bro, is it really that serious?
That's Ice Spice
Doesn't
song.
make it
It seemed
seem
like she just
online.
vanished. Late 2023 to early 2024 was pretty slow for Ice Spice. In November, she did announce her debut album Y2K and released the lead single Thank You the Shit, Fart, in January of 2024.
So freaking bad. Like that was just so bad, dude. I do not know who idea was that. If it was hers or who the hell ever, like that was so bad, dude.
She was playing on the popular meme that says the same thing, and it was definitely not taken seriously by fans. The song itself became a meme and was viral on things like TikTok.
I think that was the point, maybe. I don't know, but
at the same time, it was just another one of those funny joke type of songs. I mean, to be fair though, this was her highest solo charting song, so she was still doing all right. And just because that song sounds like it stinks, doesn't mean you have to. One thing I pride myself on is always smelling fresh. I'm not one of those people you walk by and make a face at, you know, like that face. will be only $16.95. That's a steal if you ask me. So again, make sure to check them out. Links are below. I highly recommend this product. I've been a big fan. We've done a few deals together. Huge fan of the product, so make sure to check them out. Now let's get back to the video. But after this, she didn't have much attention for a while. On occasion, she'd go viral for a concert performance, and she was always the topic of town on Twitter when she dropped some new Instagram pictures, if you know what I mean. And it was kind of started to seem like the original complaints about Ice Spice were becoming true. I think Blackie Speaks put it very well when he said,
"Now, as for Ice Spice, her body is more popular than her music."
Oh, yeah. I remember, I think there's a video that we watched about her. Yeah. So she is not I don't think she's a great artist, like music wise, or she's not having the right writers or whatever. But yeah, I remember when he made that video, I did agree. Yeah. Like her body is what her makes her money. So what did they do? And what did she do? Which maybe it wasn't not for the right reasons, but it's still great overall. But like she lost weight, right? She lost a lot of weight. And just to keep like her sexy figure going, right? Because that's what a lot of people like started talking about when she lost the weight. I think to this day, and yeah, I think they just like her sexiness and they like her look more than they like her about her music. Because every time her music pops up, there's not that many talks about the music, right? Like the fart one, it was a meme, it was a joke. Maybe that was the point. But then it died down because that's what happens, right? That's what trends and memes happen. They eventually die, some quicker than others. But like mostly, like when you look at stuff like posts about her and all that, it's always almost about her body. You know what I mean? It's always about her body.
And it's always been like that, whether it's the millions of young girls following her because they want to be like her, or whether it's the thirsty basement-dwelling teenage boys who get turned on when they see her fat ass.
One fan said in the comments of this video, "People underestimate how beneficial pretty privilege is." And a lot of people around this time were proving that point.
They trying to say, wait, back to my butt.
Oh, right. Yeah, Kirsten asked for a freestyle, so she instead shake their ass. Yeah.
They trying to say,
yeah, what's up? They trying to say you lost.
They trying to say.
Wait, hold on. So why they say you lost ass?
It look mad thick right now.
There weren't too many eyes on Ice Spice throughout early 2024. She did have a brief beef with Lotto this year, but many fans even thought it was stupid. One person said, "I can't even enjoy Lotto and Ice Spice beef because I have no idea where this shit is stemming from. Why they got beef? What's the issue?" Ice Spice also had another controversy where her and Central C played into the fact that they were dating. Basically, a girl named Madeline RG was dating Central C, and he straight up left her and was hanging around Ice Spice the next day. And it all turned out to be PR for their collab track Did It First. They admitted they were just friends, so Central C really was the one who should have got most of the flack because he straight up used his ex for PR, and to be fair, a lot of people were pretty upset with him. But these weren't career-ending things. These were just some little blips along the way. However, everything would come crashing down for Ice Spice just a few months into the year. The first controversy was when one of her ex-friends and fellow artist, Baby Stormy, posted a bunch of texts between her and Ice Spice, along with making some big claims. Her friend said that Ice Spice was not who she pretended to be. Baby Stormy claimed Ice Spice made all of her friends sign NDAs. She said that Ice Spice was dating her producer Riot, and that she cheated on him with Lil TJ, and that Ice Spice was colorist. The issue of colorism is important to keep in mind going forward, and if you don't know what it means, the definition is prejudice or discrimination against individuals with a dark skin tone, typically among people of the same ethnic or racial group. Back to the leaks though. The texts that were leaked were around the time that Ice Spice was signing a deal with Nicki Minaj's label. Apparently her friend said, "Does she just not realize that she's asking for too much?" To which Ice Spice said, "No, she doesn't think so at all." She also said, "Hopefully, but we're about to put out another record in June for the Barbie soundtrack, which is an opportunity I brought her." Ice Spice continued, "Because Barbie asked me to do it alone, but since that's her brand, I invited her on and she doesn't even see that as me bringing her something. She's kind of like my mom, ungrateful and delusional. I just cut her off, by the way, not speaking to her till January." Ice Spice also claimed that Nicki Minaj wanted all of the publishing to her songs. So these frustrations honestly weren't too bad, and they were somewhat understandable from Ice's side. People even turned on Ice Spice's friend for posting Ice's family business, saying, "You're going too far. She opened up to you about her family. This is not about the music industry or anything silly anymore. Do you understand how much you have to trust a person to be comfortable talking about your family with them?" And for a long time, Ice Spice went on without commenting on the situation.
When like stuff gets leaked, like text messages or whatever that aren't necessarily real, how do you like keep the blinders on and not acknowledge like the internet bullshit? Like, 'cause it's gotta be tough.
It gotta be.
It's, you know, sometimes I'm tempted to like engage with certain things.
Like, let me clear this shit up.
Yeah, and so, but then I also realized you're gonna just give it legs to like grow and like run with.
Right.
Yeah.
And I think sometimes you can over-explain yourself a little bit. So I just kind of like to like just focus on what I can control and like what really is like what really matters, you know what I mean?
Eventually, though, Ice did comment on this, saying in reference to Nicki, "We don't have the closest relationship, you know, but we're definitely good." She also said, "I think the saddest part of the whole situation, it's somebody I knew for so many years and called my friend, had me open up and be vulnerable with them, and then took complete advantage of that for her own benefit." Another thing Baby Stormy tweeted about was a girl named Cleo. She said, "This is Cleo, the girl she chose to be her best friend to the public, when in reality, it was me behind the scenes. Cleo and her are not really best friends. Isis, which is Ice Spice's real name by the way, has always hated Cleo, but she used her so she could appear closer to blackness. She also lied about being Nigerian, she stole that from me." And a lot of people at the time actually clowned Baby Stormy for making these claims, but I want you guys to keep them in mind going forward. Ice Spice followed this controversy.
What? Really? Okay. I'll keep that in mind, mattyballz. I'll keep that in mind.
With the song Gimme a Light, which wasn't well received. A lot of people clowned her for saying "Big Ice, I don't need a writer," followed up by "I'm Miss Poopy like I need a diaper." Like the
Yeah, she needs a writer. There's nothing wrong with having a writer. There's only wrong when you're the only problem is wrong when you have a writer is when you don't admit you have a writer, right? Like if you're saying, "Oh, I write all my shit 100%." If you're not honest about that from the get-go, yeah, that's what people hate about that, right? Like Drake. But like with her, I don't think everybody would be surprised if she's not a writer. I mean, Beyonce doesn't write her shit, right? For the most part.
poop bars were funny for maybe one track, but two, that's taking it too far. And people were getting tired of the repetitiveness of her music.
I told you.
I'm his poopy like I need a diaper.
It's the same shit.
I'm his poopy like I needed a diaper.
Dante.
No. Bro, come on, bro. Bitch, you just said, bitch, I'm the shit, bitch, the fart. Come on, bro, that was your very last drop. Holy shit, this bitch sucks. Sorry, bro, that shit got me mad. What the fuck? Bro, she literally last song was like, I'm the, bitch, you the shit, bitch. You not even a fart. Now you gonna say, I'm in shit, he's the poopy, I need to fart on him. What'd she say?
But things were just heating up as Ice Spice was about to drop her debut album. Ice Spice announced her album Y2K in June of this year, and announced the album cover as well. And off rip, a lot of people thought the cover was trash. I mean, the album name was literally on the trash can. A fan actually posted a picture where they changed the album cover up a bit, and Ice Spice responded saying, "You thought you made this better too, Delulu."
Oh my god. I will say the album cover was just a basic cover. It's like I didn't understand the concept of her cover, of what it has to do with Y2K, right? Because if you're gonna name sometimes the name matters in the cover, right? To showcase what the album's gonna be about. So with Y2K, it should be a reference around that era of 2000. My opinion. Like I don't know, like Y2K fashion, like 2000 fashion would have been something. Or just like something given that era, like why is it called Y2K? What is the point of your album called Y2K? So like her album cover confuses me personally. It doesn't make sense to me. Maybe I'm stupid, maybe I'm wrong, I don't know. But like, what was the concept behind your album? Like, I don't get it. I don't understand it.
Which a lot of people thought was pretty rude to say to a fan who was probably just trying to make the cover better. You know, a lot of people make fan-made versions, recreating stuff. So off the bat, that wasn't a good look. Regardless, her debut album Y2K came out in July of 2024, and it wasn't very well received. One fan said on a Google review, I actually liked a couple of Ice Spice's previous songs, so I was hopeful she'd bring something fresh and new to this project. Unfortunately, she did not. It's very similar beats with very similar bass notes and very similar lyrics over and over and over again. I feel like she could have the potential to make better music if she stopped trying to drop new projects or deluxe versions of existing projects every few months, and instead just focus on making a really good high quality album. I didn't know people actually used Google reviews, but this was a very accurate take on the situation. Many fans had similar complaints. Fast food type music. You already know what to expect, but if you're in the mood for it, then it's not too bad. This is what happens when folks gas up garbage, it stays garbage. And don't get me started on the poop bars, she was doing them way too much on this album. Like I said, it was funny for one song, but on like 5, that's just too much. She said, I miss poopy, but I never smell on BB Belt. Brody took a fake perk, now he got tummy runs on Plenty Sun. And I'm the I'm that I miss poopy on Deli. Deli was actually an old song, but you get the point. Nobody can make a poop bar sound good, and Ice Spice definitely can't either. One person on Twitter even said, at this point we gotta ask if she got a scat fetish, cause what is with the poop diaper and fart bars? To which Ice Spice responded by saying, I got a on bitch's fetish. In defense of Ice Spice, this album did sell 28,000 copies first week. Ice Spice seemingly responded to the haters saying, like did 15k, so thank you to everyone who supported me then, and thank you to all the new supporters. Y2K World Tour been so fun that these numbers are cool and all, but you should have seen that Boston crowd last night. And while the numbers look good, the overall fan base or music community opinion didn't seem as good. So by this point in the year, Ice Spice was involved.
No, 28k is not great for a debut album sales, especially for an artist in the mainstream limelight. Because she got promoted for a couple of years now, so her debut album should have been selling way more than that, in my opinion. It should have sold way more than that.
A few controversies, her music wasn't hitting the same, and she was mostly just going viral for her body or twerking at performances. She was already sort of declining, but the worst was yet to come. Remember Baby Stormy's claims from earlier that Ice Spice was using Cleo as her best friend to the public? Well, in May of this year, Baby Stormy tweeted a picture of her text with Ice Spice where Ice said, Cleo FaceTimed me. In the call, she said, I'm so happy for you. Sounded mad fake. And when we hung up, she said, I love you. Like, no, you don't. And Baby Stormy captioned it, fake friends gotta stick together. Then, in early September this year, Cleo Trappa unfollowed Ice Spice on Instagram, and fans noticed it quickly. It was only a few days after Ice Spice's tour ended, and Cleo Trappa, if you're unaware, was her opener. A fan on Twitter said in regards to this situation, nah, for real, she was about that bag and nothing else. Basically trying to say that Cleo was just trying to get money off the tour, then stop talking to Ice Spice. But Cleo replied, y'all thinking I got paid is hilarious. I was played, betrayed, and unpaid. She also said, I never had a problem with not being paid, by the way. I knew. I just wanted everyone to stop thinking I was paid because I wasn't. Also, quick side note, I checked out Cleo's music while I was researching this, and she's actually fire. Way better of an artist than Ice Spice, I promise. So you guys should support her, especially because she didn't get paid on that tour. Check her out. Then to clarify all these tweets, Cleo posted a 6-part series on her TikTok explaining the situation. It was almost an hour, so I'm not going to play all of the clips, but I'll do my best to summarize it for you guys. Actually, let me play you this one because it kind of explains how she got on the tour in the first place.
So the ending of July, I get a call from Ice very early in the morning. Cleo, come on tour with me. I miss you. Come. And I'm just like, girl, I'm not about to come on tour with you and watch you perform all month. Like, I got a nigga. I got stuff that I could be doing. I could be getting money. I have opportunities in New York. I have brand deals. I have things that I need to focus on. So for me to travel all over the United States with you to watch you perform kind of crazy. She's like, no, I want you to perform. And I gagged. You want me to perform? She ain't never, ever brought me out on stage.
A big part of this controversy is that Ice Spice was accused of being colorist, something I mentioned earlier. And that was one reason a lot of people thought she spontaneously brought Cleo Trappa on tour, and Cleo herself thought this was the reason she was brought on the tour.
Ice Spice apparently was, from what's being alleged, using her for PR. Even Cleo Trappa talked about.
Guys, I know this guy. Rhymes. No, sorry. I don't know because I'm drawing rhymes out right now. I have a Preach made a video about this guy. It's a side note. This guy had some of the stupidest takes ever about disclosing that you have AIDS. Yes, he said that you shouldn't have to. You don't have to tell that to your partner. I promise you guys, there's a video out there right now, and Evan Priest broke it down. That's why I know this guy from. If I'm not mistaken, yeah, it was one of the weirdest, most dumbest takes ever. But yeah, go ahead.
That, like being the dark-skinned female friend.
Nothing that you do is genuine. Everything is calculated. Like I said, I was the token black friend. You didn't have your other best friend around because you said that she didn't match your aesthetic. Like there's some.
How do you know him from the Evan Priest video? I don't know him personally. It probably sound that way, but no, I know him from the Ava and Priest video.
Something very wrong with somebody that is only friends with somebody for their aesthetic.
Aside from that, Cleo made a bunch of other claims. She said that she thought the reason she was invited was to make up for that fake shit that got exposed a month ago, which was referring to the Baby Stormy situation. Then she claimed that she got no promo on the tour, that her name wasn't on the bills for any of the performances, she had no help carrying her luggage, and she had to pay for her own hotel rooms, even though Ice Spice said she wouldn't have to pay expenses. Cleo also said she had no room backstage during her involvement in the tour, unlike other invited guests, and that she was initially not allowed to bring anyone, even though her assistant joined her at one point. Cleo even said that she was denied a chicken salad because that wasn't a part of the tour budget. For some reason, one of the most popular claims that people were talking about is that Cleo wasn't invited to a steakhouse dinner, which we'll see come up more later. Cleo also showed a bunch of texts where she complained about all this stuff to Ice Spice directly, to which Ice Spice said Cleo was ungrateful. She even said that when she was on stage performing, people in the backstage were using her debit card to buy stuff, which is just insane if that's true. At the end of this video series, she said in the caption, "And I want to apologize to my fans who've been trying to say I was the token black friend. It's all good, y'all will never see me with that girl again. That's it for this, and I feel so relieved. Now y'all can stop making up these stories." Then a guy who claimed to be a backup hairstylist who was on the Y2K tour also spoke out in defense of Cleo Trappa, seemingly confirming her claims.
So now I get back in the room with Ice. She on FaceTime with Riot. She letting him know, like, yeah, she doing too much. She blowing my scale. She was like, bitches gotta go. They asking for too much. Woo, woo. Bitches acting broke. Like, I'm really tired of her black ass. And I'm like, damn, like, why does she keep saying this? Like, what?
However, after this, Ice Spice's main hairstylist came in and said that the backup dude wasn't even there and was just trying to get clout. So this part of the controversy is really a he said, she said type of situation, and we might not ever know who's telling the truth. Regardless, these claims were not.
Also, like, if you're gonna invite an artist to be an opener, I thought the basic was, whoa. I thought the basic thing was like you pay for artists' expenses and then you pay them for the opening, because they don't get paid a lot for doing openings. You get the exposure, quote unquote, but you get paid their expenses, which is hotel and food. At least a budget for that. That's the least what I know about openers, about because you ask them. Usually they ask an opener or label asking somebody to open for them to be in tour with them. They don't pay out of pocket. I don't know what the hell happened with this one. If I was here, I would have just left.
Not a good look, especially because Ice Spice and Cleo seemed like they were good friends. So it really just made it seem like Ice Spice was a fake friend who was using Cleo for the reasons that she suggested. After all of these allegations were made, Ice Spice's manager James Roseman decided to step in. He suggested he and his team gave Cleo Trappa an opportunity, and the onus is on her management team to decide if agreeing to the tour would be a rational decision. He said, "You have to invest in yourself, aka pay expenses if need be for the opportunity. It's corny. Someone gives you an opportunity and this is the thanks the person gets. Openers don't have the same things headliners have." He continued to say the entitlement and ego are crazy. And I think it's safe to say this wasn't the best way to respond to these allegations.
No, I get they're not gonna get everything like
then Ice Spice addressed
like the best hotels or whatever, like a big budget. I'm not saying that, but you should at least take care of your opener. They're your opener. Like, what the hell? Basic stuff for your opener. Like, what the... Okay, yeah, that doesn't make sense.
The allegations in a Twitter space,
Maybe
saying that she was the one who actually noticed her friends using her for clout.
And you want me to try to like analyze this shit and figure out how I'm wrong when all I did was share my stage with you when I ain't even have to do that? You got less than 10,000 listeners, and I'm sharing my stage with you, and you feeling so entitled. Like, you thinking that my peoples that work for me is supposed to work for you too? Like, that's so crazy to me. Like, how I'm in the shower, you gon' barge in while I'm butt ass naked.
Well, I don't know about that, but I mean, your workers are supposed to help your opener. Am I wrong about that? They're your opener. That means they have to help the artist to be good. They're your opener to your tour. Like, what the fuck does that even mean? Am I wrong? Did things change? You invite them to open for you for your tour. That means you got to take care of them because they're part of your tour. And I'm not saying that they get like crazy shit, just the basic shit. Like, just what the fuck? Am I wrong? Am I like, what?
Trying to press me about some bags, that you gotta carry some bags. What? Like,
One fan commented under the post saying, and she's literally not helping her own case. Her not hearing about the chicken salad and highlights Cleo not bringing it up after the first luggage incident, which she stated in this story time. Now you on Space's little girling her. After the whole situation, Ice Spice posted a few polls saying, what should I do for dinner? Steakhouse or chicken salad?
Wow.
And on my flight board, so let's play Would You Rather. Be a mean bad bitch or be a stupid bum bitch? She has since deleted them, but a fan said, this kind of just validates everything that was said about her. And this drama was not a good look for her. Like I said, tons of people were talking about the drama, saying she was falling off and really—
What the fuck did I say? Get off fucking Twitter. If she wasn't on Twitter saying the stupid shit, she wouldn't be in deep shit like she is right now. Get off Twitter. Stop putting everything out. Stop making slight like hidden disses and shit like that. It's fucking weird. Stop.
really making it seem like her career was about to be over. Ice Spice had lost most of her likability and relatability. People found out she was mean, they thought she was colorist, basically she just seemed like a bad person. And it's crazy to say that this is even a controversy, but there was people trying to say that she was using Ozempic because she looked a lot skinnier. So throughout all of these other controversies, she lost some of her die-hard horny fans who only liked her for her body. But don't get me wrong, there's still plenty of people that have their jaws dropping to the floor every time she posts a picture. So after having her personality, her looks, and all these other things snatched away from her because of all these allegations, the one thing she had left was her music. And well, her music had lost its touch. Like we saw, when she released her debut album, she got a ton of hate and criticism. Most recently, she released the music video for her track Popa off of Y2K, and she got a ton of hate. It has almost as many dislikes as likes, and most of the comments are super negative. Is this a BBL ad? Nicki Minaj influence is so real. I refuse to believe people think this is good. Wow, not even a million a day? Not even 500,000. Oh, people really not f***ing with her anymore. So after everything I just talked about, it seems like her haters really outgrew her fans, as most of her music videos are bombarded with dislikes, and most of her other posts on social media are filled with people hating on her. Over the past year, she has lost over 25 million monthly listeners. Damn. And after the recent controversy, she has lost over 500,000 followers on Instagram. Damn. And at the end of the day, it seemed like the original complaints were accurate, as Ice Spice just ended up being another artist pushed and marketed by the industry with no rapping skills apart from her drill style and a personality that was seemingly manufactured for likability. Like I said though, she did have decent sales on her last project, and recently even came out to a Sexy Red show with one fan saying, thought she fell off, ? So I do definitely think it's possible she can make a comeback despite how many people absolutely hate her right now. But
no, I think she could make a comeback. I think anybody can make a comeback, especially if it's like early in the career and stuff. It's just that like I don't agree that 28K sales is good enough for her. Because they were promoting her like crazy, and it's her first debut album. Usually the first debut album, they do pretty well, especially for mainstream. She made like what a underground hip-hop artist does, you know, and that's good for the hip-hop underground, but she was supposed to be like the new mainstream, the new Nicki Minaj, whatever they were calling it. Yeah, no, it's like it was really bad album sales.
But she has significantly damaged her career, resulting in a lot of hate. To actually fix her career, I think she'd need to be a better person, and actually evolve as an artist rather than putting out the same type of songs over and over. But
Yeah,
who knows if that day will ever come. DJ Khaled is another artist who was once very favored among the music fans, but over his career has encountered a number of controversies that have really had people switching up. So if you want to learn more about that, feel free to click the video that's on.
Yeah, I mean, one, she needs to do something new. Try some new stuff for her music. Experiments. She really needs to start doing that. Number two, get off fucking Twitter, and stop reposting or clapping back on fans or just hating on you. There's no point to that. There's like in this point, it's not really giving you anything in return. It's just giving you more hate towards you. And yeah, just start focusing on yourself and yeah, like get off into social media. Post your picture and then move on. Honestly, I say that because people realize she's one dimensional. Most of her success was thirst trapping and sex appeal, not much talent in rapping, personality, songwriting, anything else in particular. She has only one style flow, zero emotion in her any verse, absolute balanced industry plant. I don't know about industry plant, but yeah, she's very like not a good rapper. Ain't nobody listen to Ice Spice if she ain't twerking every damn song. The series longer than Ice Spice album. Is it really? Oh my god. I forgot. Sometimes I wonder if I'm the shit, but I realized that I'm the like god, bro. Making an Ice Sky Fallout video in the new YouTube video side hustle. It's crazy how the man Blackie kind of called it. Gotta give him a credit. Credit. The term falling off would imply that at some point the person in this question was on. She's a flop. To be honest, I never liked her. Let me start her YouTube real quick. Miss Spice. I put Icy Spice. Okay, so this one did 32 million, 4 million, 9 days ago, 1 million, the Papa song. So she's still hitting millions. Let's see, popular. 145 million a year ago, 95 million on that one. Oh god, no. A year ago was 52 million. So her views on YouTube have been going down. 2 months ago was 32, so and then it was 31, then 14 2 years ago. So they haven't really gone up. Even with Travis Scott, it was 8 million. Yeah, no, she's not doing great at all. I mean, kinda, because again, this is only a day, though. This song right here is only a day. Oh my god. This is a YouTube video? Yeah, that's like, bro, and it's 24K dislikes. And then yeah, there's the BBL. Yeah, I saw that the comment. I had the after career so badly. Bro, this is just wow. 1% lyric, twerking 99%. Bro, what shows more ass, this song or Anaconda? Like,